Okie dokie. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Robert. Yes, indeed. Type George, and you should be entered into the draw. And I'll let you know whether you are or not. Did it say Type George? Let me see. Indeed. Liz is in the draw. Rob's in the draw. Please refrain from spamming caps. My God. I'm shocked. Liz has got her first time out. Does this mean that the draw could be working on Twitch itself? All I said was, hey. But it's let you type, hey, the second time. So, well, folks, what can I tell you? Great to be on. Robert saying, is there a double draw tonight? Well, let's just see how we go with it. Yeah, progress, not perfection, is what I like to say. We have a couple of gifts to give away tonight. Liz the Legend is harassing me by phoning me while I'm on live. Thank you very much, Liz. You nearly gave me a heart attack. I didn't mean to send that to you. I don't know what you sent me. Sorry, that was meant for my team. Wrong app. Okay, it's all good. Anyway, folks, what can I tell you? I suppose what we should do is do our little countdown, which is what I meant to do, to say we're going live in 5 minutes, but there's no need to do that. Move over to Twitch if you're watching this on Facebook, and then you can join. You can join us in the chat room and have a little bit of a banter and a crack. Okay, folks, I'm hoping that the later start agrees with some of you. I've had a little bit of food to eat, and I'm feeling a little bit nervous tonight for some reason, and I think it's all because I'm going to sing for you. I used to do a bit of singing in days gone by, but I stopped singing for a lot of reasons. Stage fright and maybe 7 pints of Guinness might have been the real reason, but I've got some issues with my hands. But I'm going to give it a go tonight. I'm going to add a few little things over the next couple of weeks. We're going to try and do the spin the wheel tonight. I'm going to explain how that works. Throughout the quiz, I'm going to ask 3 bonus questions. And when I ask the bonus questions, they're not going to be part of the main quiz. I'll just randomly say, hey, folks, let's get another name on the spin the wheel. 4. I will ask 4 random questions. And when I say to you the random questions, I want you to type the answer to the random question only in the chat. So this is basically exclusively for anybody that is on the twitch.tv. Again, that's the only way I can involve you in tonight's free draws. So if you're watching this on Facebook, which some people are, then move over to www.twitch.tv/Irish ? And that gets you into the chat room and into tonight's free raffle. And it also gives you the chance to go on to the spin the wheel section. Liz is saying, Twitch is where it's at, bro. Good evening, Gordy. How are you doing? Great to have you on board tonight from sunny Aberdeen. Mary, Australia. Great to have you on board. And Mary is a girl that used to live in Warren Point. She moved out to Brisbane, and she's up at 5:30 in the morning to watch the show. Great to have you on board, Mary. Okay. So we have the 2 sunniest spots in the world, really. Aberdeen and Brisbane, Australia. A little bit random. Great for you to join us tonight, Mary. Oh no, folks, Gordy's an hour drunker than usual. Good evening. Good evening, Peter. I'm Electric Sheep Minion. Yes, indeed. type George because I have the other draw set up. So Mary in Australia, just type George, George, into the chat and you will be entered into tonight's draw. Let me have a little look and see who is already entered into the draw. Minion Jesse, Baroness of Burnham, Peter, Damar 1980, Electric Sheep Minion, Gordy, Liz, Miri in Australia, Robert, Pat the Beard. You are all entered into tonight's special draw for our mystery prize. Okie dokie. So I threw the idea out. Would you like me to sing a song?
No.
A lot of people said no, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Her doors, can you close that for me? That and that, if possible, that would be brilliant. The two doors, because it makes it more direct. Yeah. Okay, so basically, I threw it out and said, right, who would like me to sing a song? And nobody said yes. And then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. And okay. So basically, I was going to do a couple of. I was thinking about doing a certain song or two, and then Mary contacted me from Brisbane and said, look, I've got two suggestions. I've got a song called The Town I Love So Well, which is a song about Derry City or Londonderry, or I've got a song called Irish Heartbeat. Now, I know the song Irish Heartbeat, but I haven't sung it in such a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do this song about Derry City. It's called The Town I Love So Well. Many a time I sang it in Melbourne, in the pubs of Melbourne when I lived in Australia, and I've sang it over here loads of times. Anyway, it tells a little story about leaving Derry City and going abroad and coming back and seeing the state that the city was in and returning during the Troubles. So I haven't got a clue how this is going to sound, but we'll give it a go anyway, yeah? In my memory, I will always see the town that I've loved so well. With a school played ball by the gas yard wall, and we laughed through the smoke and the smell. Going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways, in the town that I love so well. In the early morning, the shirt factory horn called women from the Cregan, the moor and the bog, while the men on the dole played a mother's role, fed the children and then trained the dogs. And when times got tough, there was just about enough, and they saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was a burning pride for the town that I love so well. There was music there in the Derry air, like a language that we could all understand. I remember the day when I earned my first pay, and I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth. To tell you the truth, I was sad, oh, to leave it all behind me. For I learned about life, and I found me a wife in the town that I loved so well. But when I returned, how my eyes were burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees, with the armored cars and the bomb-out bars, and the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's installed by that old gas yard wall, and that sound-barred wire gets higher and higher. With your tanks and your guns, oh my God, what have you done to the town that I love so well? Now the music's gone, but I still carry on. Their spirits been bruised, never broken. They will not forget, for their hearts are set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, what's won is won, what's lost, well, it's lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright, brand new day in the town that I love so well. Thank you. Oh, and I'm glad that's over. That was especially for Mary up in Brisbane. I hope you liked it. It's been a long while since I've done a little bit of singing. Cheers, Pat the Beard. Okay, folks, it's pub quiz time. I finished. Her indoors has just come in. She took the plugs out. Baroness of Burnham, please refrain from using spamming symbols. Streamlabs seems to have taken a mind of its own tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So please be careful using foul language, Liz the Legend. Gordy said, bravo, Mark. Never knew you sang and played the guitar. Yes, poorly, both, basically. If I remember rightly, Gordy, I think you were in the Pochine still when I'd done a gig for an hour and a half one day. But obviously it must have been later on in the afternoon. If you would like, Baroness of Burnham is not happy that she's been spam alerted. If you'd like to hire Irish question mark for a little quiz show for your family or for your colleagues at work, even Mary in Australia, I will get up at 5 in the morning and do a show personally for you and your work colleagues. Send any photographs of your team or your family members playing the quiz. It would be great, Mary in Brisbane, if you could send us a picture of you randomly playing the quiz with a smile on your face. But then again, it is 5:30 in the morning and you probably haven't done your hair yet. So it is 2 minutes past 9, folks. It is time to tell everybody on Facebook, if you are watching the show on Facebook, come straight over onto twitch.tv twitch.tv/Irish question mark to get entrance into the live chat room and tonight's free raffle. Good evening, Space Dracula. Radiant Reluca. She popped round and picked up her mystery prize and some soda farls handmade by Irish question mark. I think she was more impressed with the bread, but what can I tell you? Okay, folks, so you know where to find me. You can find me on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on twitch.tv. Her Indoors has joined us. How you doing tonight, Her Indoors?
I'm doing fine.
Did you enjoy the little bit of sunshine earlier on when you were sitting out the front, getting your little nose sunburn?
Yes, I love it.
Wonderful. Have you come up with 2 other random questions, Her Indoors?
In my head.
In your head. Well, there we go. There's not much hope for that. Let me tell you, folks, how it is going to work. The quiz, as normal, I want you to write your answers down on pen and piece of paper. 4 times tonight, I will ask a random question. Now, this random question, I will tell you, it is a special bonus question. And what I'd like you to do is listen carefully to the question, and then I want you to type the answer into the chat. Now, we will have a winner 1, a winner 2, a winner 3, a winner 4 for these 4 questions. And at the end of the quiz, I will spin the wheel to see who wins a bonus mystery prize. So we have the raffle chance to win the Irish question mark mystery prize. We have the spin the wheel chance to win the mystery prize. And if you're local, sure, I might bake a little bit of Ulster bread, soda farls, for you to come around and pick it up at my house. So, shall we begin, Her Indoors?
Yeah.
Where is the background music? Where is your whistle? Where is the red and yellow card? I mean, Her Indoors, she's just under severe pressure tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Past my bedtime.
Radiant Reluca has said she's now surrounded by cats. Is there like a random story to that? I think it's got something to do with her trying to help a friend find a mouse.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You got it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sophie and Senna, my 2 princesses, telling me to get my finger out and get the show started. Radiant Reluca seems to have enjoyed her Ulster soda farls and her Irish soda bread. And if anyone's living local, unfortunately, Mary, it would be a bit mouldy by the time it got to you in Australia. But I did send you an email with the recipe, so maybe you should just make some soda farls and send me pictures. So let's get started. Round 1, question number 1. I better calm down my voice and get you to turn your volume up a little bit. What does Dolly Parton call her Tennessee theme park? So what does Dolly Parton call her Tennessee theme park? Don't forget, write your answers down on a pen and piece of paper, and I'll let you know when the bonus questions come into action. Question number 2. Question number 2. What is an Eskimo one-man sealskin boat called? What is an Eskimo one-man sealskin boat called? Don't forget, write your answers down on your own piece of paper, and I'll let you know when we're doing the first bonus question. Her Indoors, other 2 bonus questions randomly, so then nobody can pick on me for doing dodgy bonus questions. Folks, this is Dingbat time. 5 points up for grabs. You simply say what you see. Okay, Dingbat time, the Dingbats and the anagrams tonight. Folks, 5 points. Simply say what you see. And I've just spotted in the chat that Minion Jesse was rather jealous that he didn't get any bread this week. Well, you've sampled the bread a few times, my friend. But if you win tonight, you know where I live. Just come round and get yourself some soda farls for you and your better half. Question number 4. If you use pig's blood, oatmeal, fat, and spices, what would you be making? So if you use pig's blood, oatmeal, fat, and spices, what would you be making? Special mention to Christopher in Armagh. He's just sent me a little private message saying that if I don't mention his name, he's going to turn me off and watch Coronation Street. I'll be phoning you after the show tonight, Christopher, and I'll Coronation Street you. Question number 5. Question number 5 is our Jan the Man question. Thank you very much for absolutely top draw special effects tonight, Heron Doors. What was the only Eastern Bloc country not to boycott the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles? What was the only Eastern Bloc country not to boycott the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles? Question number 6. I'm just giving you 3 choices, by the way, folks. I forgot about that. Estonia, Latvia, or Romania? Estonia, Latvia, or Romania? Question number 6. As he turns his music on. In what feature-length animation are the main characters called Pongo and Perdita? In what feature-length animation are the main characters called Pongo and Perdita? Question number 7. Question number 7. What US state is hit with more tornadoes in an average year than any other US state? Good evening, Arto, our FNC, our finished comedian. Nice of you to be here on time, even though we're started an hour late. Great to see you, Arto. I'm still waiting on you to pop around and pick up your prize. Question number 8. What former member of the Faces was officially declared a member of the Rolling Stones in February 1976? This is a nice easy question for Uncle Tony over there in Birmingham in England. He basically grew up dancing in the ballrooms in the Midlands to these 2 bands. What former member of the Faces was officially declared a member of the Rolling Stones in February 1976? Number 9. What part of the body shares its name with a young farm animal? What part of the body shares its name with a young farm animal? And question number 10. It's anagram time. Very costly old road machines. Very costly old road machines is an anagram of which 3-word iconic mode of transport? Very costly old road machines is an anagram of which three-word iconic mode of transport? And nice to see Val, Frank's better half, doing a little bit of dance and not in our normal attire, because she is, of course, our weekly naked netball player. So 5 points up for grabs if you guess the correct answer to this one. 5 points for the anagrams and 5 points for the dingbats. Okie dokie. So folks, if you would like to join tonight's draw, all you need to do is type George into the chat. If you have not done that already, type George into the chat right now. I'm going to have a little look and see. Yes, we've got a few people in there. Minion Jesse, Minion Micah, Minion Rachel, Robert, Space Dracula, Arto, Pat the Beard, Dutch Referee. Hey Jan, how you doing, Jan? You snuck in, I didn't see you. Great to have you on board. Wonderful stuff. Okay, folks, let's move on to the next round. Oh, before I do that, yes, our virtual tip jar is open, folks. You all realise by now, with the venues all closed here in Holland, this is my main income. So if you are enjoying tonight's show so far and you'd like to send a little donation, you can use the QR code for Dutch banks or PayPal for any outside of the Netherlands. And if you're going to use PayPal, can you please say that I'm your friend and family, and then PayPal don't take a slice. Okay, Grab88 has joined us. That is great. You are now in the draw as well. So the virtual tip jar will remain open throughout tonight's show. The picture round tonight, ladies and gentlemen, before I show you the picture round, I'm going to ask the first bonus question. Herendors, give us over. I haven't got a clue what Herendors is going to ask. But the way it's going to work tonight, folks, is we are hoping to do our first live spin the wheel. Unfortunately, you know how it is. I couldn't try to do this live. So this is how they're going to work and be absolutely spectacular. Or this is going to be another absolute technical nightmare. And Herendors is here to sort it out. But I do believe she said to me she was going to make a spin the wheel last week when we were off camera. But I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, let's hope that it works out. So, evening, Pete in Dublin. You've just joined us, Pete. We're doing 4 special prizes tonight. And in these 4 special questions, when I ask the following question, I would like you to type your answer in the chat. So, I am going to ask you a question. Quite simple. Junior. It is Junior's birthday today, folks. Happy St. George's Day. Ryan was born on St. George's Day in a certain year. I am going to tell you that year, and I want you to type your answer into the chat after I ask the question. How old is Ryan today? He was born in 1998. So, first person to type the correct answer into the chat, you will become winner number 1 on the spinning the wheel. Dutch referee, bang! Ardo can't count, he's put 33. Robert can't count. Minion Jesse can't count. You're all thinking he's as old as anything. My God. I mean, come on, Arto, you should know how old he is. Frank said 69. It's wrong, but I like the way you're thinking. Right, stop. Our first name is on the spin the wheel, and winner number 1 will be known as the Dutch referee. So, on the spin in the wheel, we have winner 1, winner 2, winner 3, winner 4. So the winner number 1 during the spin the wheel will be our Jan the Man, our Dutch referee. Ardo saying, can you repeat the numbers? Can I repeat the numbers? Yes, I can. You typed 33 first of all, and then you typed 23 and went, duh. Okay. Alrighty, Radiant Verluca must be on the wine. She's still typing random freaking numbers in. Ardo panicked. Okay, Ardo, it's having the desired effect. Tonight we have 10 famous Georges. Pat the Beard wants to know, can I repeat the question?
Yeah, you get it wrong the second time.
Okay, so number one. This is picture number one. Remember, the pictures tonight are double points in the picture round. Double points in the picture round. I need to turn that down a little bit. Okay, so that is number one. By the way, folks, happy birthday, Frank. Thank you very much, Electric Sheep Minion. It was great of you to remind me. This is the famous George number 2. Some of them are rather easy. Actually, most of them are rather easy. And this is a double point round, folks. Picture number 3. You will get a second look at these. Picture number 3. Good questions, Aaron Doors. They're really going to upset Ardo because he'll know the answer to every one. Okay, number 4. So, nice and easy. 10 famous Georges. Double points up for grabs, folks. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the little live sing-along session. Just trying to twig the weekly quiz, change a few little things. We're starting a little bit later so that our friends in the UK can sort of feed the family and get in from work before we go live. So hopefully our numbers will go up a little bit with people from the old country, bejesus, and even more people up in Scotland. Although we have the ultimate Scots couple in our show every week, and that is, of course, Suze and what's your man's name?
Naughty Gordy.
Naughty Gordy. Okay, this is number 5. Number 5. Jodie's dad's just woke up. Number 6. Let the Sheep Minion said he enjoyed the song. He didn't sing along, but he swayed along and burnt his fingers on the lighter. Beautiful. This is the sort of effect I want to have on people like you. Number 7. Okay, so I'm just getting some messages in from Christopher in Armagh, saying he's now in contact with my mother, filming me on the TV while talking to her on a messenger phone call. Would you just leave my mum alone? This is number 8, folks, and this one was put in especially for Liz the Legend, or should I say Liz the Legend, because I reckon she'll get this instantly. Remember, we have famous Georges. Jodie's dad, our resident special agent, has just got a new computer and just got it working. He must have been at it all day. Should have called her indoors. She'd have walked you through a setup or something else up, yeah? Number 9 and number 10. Okay, folks, they are very easy tonight. So I'm going to go through them rather quickly. Jodie's dad's been trying to set up his new computer all week. That's what happens when you move to a new neighborhood. So here we are. We're going to go through them rather quickly. This is Famous Georges on St. George's Day. And to all the English viewers watching the quiz show throughout the world, may I say, happy St. George's Day to you. Her indoors is of English descent. And yeah, our last boy, I was hoping that we'd have a special date or something. And yeah, what did she do? She crossed her legs. 2 extra weeks. 2 weeks overdue, and he came out on St. George's Day. But luckily, folks, he has a decent EU passport, it being Irish, but he has Saoirse as a middle name, which is Gaelic for George. Too much information. This is number 2. Double points round for the picture round. This is picture number 3. Picture number 4. Picture number 5. Her indoors, she only had to write 4 questions. I've just read down them, and there's controversy in the 3rd question. Like they would just go mental if they see. No. You've got to clarify it. Okay, the virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much, Liz the Legend, for your donation. Here is picture number 6. Remember, we have 10 famous Georges. So obviously you're not going to get any points, or I'm not going to tell you to award yourself any points if you just write George down 10 times. Here's number 7. Here is number 8. Number 9. And number 10. Just to announce there, folks, Gordy wants to know, is anybody up for joining his Breakaway Super Quiz League? Her Indoors will be hosting the shows. Here we go, folks. This is a very special group of my friends and people that have been coming to the quizzes for how many weeks? What show is this, Her Indoors? Look at me, not at the screen. What show is this?
55.
What a guess. Online show, Quiz 55. This is the Mugs Gallery. And here we have some pictures of our limited edition Irish question mark mask winners. Gordy is stealing our ideas. A deep fat fryer for the first prize. So you can do your deep fried Mars bars. No, Her Indoors is singing. My God, that'll fill the house. And here, folks, have a little look. We have a few new additions to our Mystery Prize Winners Club. If you look in closely, we have indeed Bob, the Baroness of Burnham-on-Sea, and Jodie's dad, our resident secret agent. They actually won twice in the last 2 weeks, or they won our mystery prize. So I sent them off in the post, and they've both arrived. And they've sent us photographs of them posing on the beach next to the smallest pier in the world. I mean, absolutely outstanding. Also, we have Radiant Raluca. She was so shocked when she opened her mystery prize, it brought tears to her eyes. And it's pretty fresh that Gordy's saying that there could be a possibility of proper pronunciation when he hosts the show in the Super League. Who the hell's going to host it? It ain't going to be him. Type George in the chat, folks, and you will be entered into tonight's draw. Okay, so M. Claverstein, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Something gets ahead. Question number 1, here we go. Who was the youngest member of the Beatles? That's the 4 members of the Beatles that you see in this little caricature video. Who was the youngest member of the Beatles? Oh, and there we go. Radiant Raluca's other half, Big Dave, David. Very impressed with the mystery prize. Thank you very much, David. Everyone is jealous because they don't know what it is. Only the mystery prize winners actually know what the special prize is. Question number 2. What was the name of the world's first nuclear submarine? What was the name of the world's first nuclear submarine? Question number 3. Okay, 3 points up for grabs, folks. Shirley Bassey has performed the title themes for 3 James Bond movies. You'll get a point if you can name the 3 movies that she sang the title theme tune to. Her indoors has been practicing all day, folks. She's going to give us a rendition of each of the Shirley Bassey theme tunes for the James... So, are you okay there? James Bond movies. Number 4. What is the daily record of events on board a ship called? That's with a P, Gordy, not with a T. What is the daily record of events on board a ship called? I just thought you were testing me here indoors. Thought you were putting me under pressure. Question number 5. Question number 5 is a Jan the Man question. Thank you very much, Aaron Doors. In which sport do contestants compete for the Emperor's Cup? In which sport do contestants compete for the Emperor's Cup? Thank you very much, Pete, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Question number 6. Minion Jesse wants to know, does it involve discussions and several tea breaks during the match? No. True or false? The Peacemaker was a nickname given to the Colt 45. Is it true? Or did I just make it up because I'm a peaceful, caring, loving person? The Peacemaker was a nickname given to the Colt 45. Don't forget, folks, if you would like to enter the draw and you're watching the show on twitch.tv/Irish question mark, all you got to do is type George into the chat and you can enter one of our draws tonight. J. Van Haastricht, thank you very much for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you very much indeed. Question number 7. If the NATO alphabet A stands for Alpha, what word stands for W? No, Gordy, that is not the correct word for W. It does not start with W-A-N. Have a second think. Mary in Brisbane's gone very quiet. I've got the feeling she's fallen back to sleep. Remember, you have to be watching the show until the very end when we do our draws. Family Van Tricht, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Number 8. Multiple guess, folks. In what country is Nihongo the national language? In what country is Nihongo the national language? Is it Japan, China, the Congo, or Scotland? It's great to see Mary has arrived back. She got some breakfast and she's back again.
Kangaroo pie.
Kangaroo pie. G'day, g'day. Thank you very much, Ardo, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you very much. So number 8 is a multiple guess. Japan, China, the Congo, or I knew Paul, Scotland. Remember, folks, there are quite a few of you watching and not interacting in the live chat. I might regret saying that here indoors, but let me know you're okay out there. Number 9. I like this question, which probably means you mightn't. What is the substance inside popcorn that makes it pop? What is the substance inside popcorn that makes it pop? No, it's not corn. Frankie! Glad to hear Frankie's on the board. Frank, is your better half, our naked netball player Val, with you tonight? She's missed her starring role of the dance for the first anagram. Liz is currently eating popcorn right now, wondering what is the substance inside popcorn that makes it pop?
Pop.
No, it's not pop. Isn't it strange how Bob and her indoors, similar age group, thought of the same thing at the same time? Jodie's dad's only saying it must be pop because he's got to do what he's told. Number 10. It's dingbat time. Dingbat. Dingbat. Okay, folks, so simply say what you see. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known 4-word term or phrase. Now, what do you reckon, her indoors? Should we do another bonus question?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, we're basically halfway through the questions. I'm going to give you the questions and answers to the first half very shortly. In the meanwhile, get your fingers on the type. Get your fingers on the keyboard, folks, and ignore her indoors saying, "Get your fingers on the type." Jodie's dad's just typed in 23 because he thought I was going to be cute and ask a question with the same answer. Now that's a good idea, but not for this quiz. Okay, so Frank's on the type. On the type, ready, go. Everyone listen very carefully. The answer is not 69, Gordy. But I like the way you're thinking. Okay, so St. George's Day.
Yeah.
Ryan Saoirse, basically translated Gaelic, Rí for king, Saoirse for George. What else could we name the youngest boy except King George on George's Day? Now, the question is, the bonus question that you need to type your answer down, so we hopefully have the spin the wheel session at the end, is, what star sign is Junior? Uncle Tony hasn't quite worked this out. Is this bingo? Liz the Legend is down with a Taurus. Gordy, very close behind them. In fact, Gordy has a capital T. Maybe he should... No. Liz the Legend was first in. Frank hasn't got a clue, and he should have listened to his better half. Taurus. Taurus. G3 Mini. No. So we have our second winner for the spin the wheel. So winner number 2 will be Liz the Legend. Winner number 1, remember, is Jan the Man, our virtual Dutch referee. So it must be a time log because Mary's just went in Brisbane. Just went, what? She obviously missed the first bonus question because she was away scoffing herself, making a bit of kangaroo pie or a couple of what are the Aussies called sausages? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Did you live in Australia?
Yeah.
For how long? You lived a year in Australia and you never ate a single sausage on the barbie. Unbelievable. Folks, the virtual tip jar is open. Let me just put the links into the chat. Thank you very much for anyone that sent a donation so far. As you know, the venues are all opening up next week here in the Netherlands, but it is only the Terrace. I've been in contact with a fiddler in The Hague, and the projected time for me to get back in doing live shows on a Tuesday night, a couple of times a month in the fiddler, is the end of August. That's what he's thinking. Jodie's dad saying, well, what do they call sausages in Oz? Mary, what do they call sausages in Brisbane? Now, please keep it clean. It is a family show. Sausage sizzle. Fruit. VJ Avery, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Fruit. Okay. Frank reckons I can shout questions from the other side of the street while we all sit on the terrace at the fiddler. Unfortunately, we've actually looked at that before, and you need a special security. What is it, Herndors?
Permit.
Yeah, permit. You need a special permit for outdoor performances, even from the building to the outside area, and I couldn't get it. A bullhorn, yes, that might work. Uncle Tony thinks that the Aussies call the sausages bangers. Are you looking it up, Herndors? I can't remember what it was. Gordy reckons it's because Liz is living closer to me on the interweb, but he's not bitter. Oh my God. Minion Jesse reckons you all could go to the terrace and play online. That is an option indeed. Okay, so here we go. 1 point for each correct answer, unless you hear, unless I tell you differently. I'm now having like a sudden panic attack thinking, I don't know whether this wheel's going to work. Anyway, number one, the answer is Dollywood. If you get that correct, give yourself 1 point. Snags. Throw a couple of snags on the barbie. Yes, snags. Obviously, Mary has turned freaking vegan since she moved to Brisbane. Or does she go to a barbecue and say, I'm Irish, can you put a sausage sizzle on for me? Snag is the other name for sausages. I mean, she's definitely got time-lapse issues. Question number 2. Pat the Beard said, Taurus, what is an Eskimo one-man sealskin boat called? It is, of course, called a kayak. Give yourself a point for that one. Electric Sheep Minion, that's a fair point about the current opening times, but I wasn't talking about going next week to do a show. Question number 3. Calming myself down once again. Dingbat time, this is worth 5 points. What do you see? You see the word ever 4 times. So, forever, and what's underneath it? It's another day. Forever and a day. If you had forever and a day, then give yourself 5 points. Or Prevo. Thank you very much for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Number 4. If you use pig's blood, oatmeal, fat and spices, what would you be making? Very popular in Scotland, black pudding or bloodwurst is what they call it here in the Netherlands. I was going to say something a little bit rude, but I'll just move swiftly along to number 5. What was the only Eastern Bloc country not to boycott the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles? The answer is Romania. And even Radiant Raluca knew this one, I'm sure, if she didn't listen to Dave's wrong answer. So 1 point for Romania. Question number 6. In what feature-length animation are the main characters called Pongo and Perdita? It is 101 Dalmatians. Number 7. What US state is hit with more tornadoes in an average year than any other US state? The correct answer is Texas. They had a 30-year average of 126 tornadoes, and Oklahoma is second with 52. I mean, it's a good job Texas is pretty big. That's all I gotta say. Number 8. What former member of the Faces was officially declared a member of the Rolling Stones in 1976? The correct answer, the one and only Mr. Ronnie Wood. Give yourself a point if you guessed that correct. Number 9. What part of the body shares its name with a young farm animal? The correct answer is, of course, a calf. Gordy saying, what part of the body shares its name with a young farm animal? A bullock. No, that's singular. Number 10. Why, look who it is. It is our one and only Liz the Legend, ladies and gentlemen. Very costly old road machines is an anagram of which 3-word iconic mode of transport? Harley Davidson motorcycles. 5 points if you manage to work out the anagram. Harley Davidson motorcycles. Pat Martin, thank you very much for joining us and following us. The picture round. Here are your answers. 2 points up for grabs. Hello from Anya's Ma and Da in Belfast. Lovely for you to join us tonight from Belfast. And isn't it great to see Anya doing so well with the 2 wee ones up in Rotterdam. Okay, this is George Floyd, folks. 2 points if you guessed that correct. This is a double point round, the picture round. Number 2, it is, of course, the one and only Mr. George Harrison. You see where we're going? It's a 10 pictures George round on St. George's round. Number 3, who is this? It is Curious George. Curious George. 2 points if you guessed that correctly. Number 4. I mean, come on. This is so easy. It's embarrassing. It is George Lucas. 2 points for George Lucas. So nice to have a selection of people from all over the place. We have Gordy, of course, up in Aberdeen. We have Pat over in Belfast. We have Mary, formerly of Restrever and now in Brisbane, Australia. And we have a big gang of people here in and around The Hague. And of course we have some people down in England, especially mentioned to our 2 regulars. We have Bob, the Baroness of Burnham-on-Sea, and we have Jodie's dad, our resident secret agent. 2 points if you guessed George Jetson. Number 6, who is this guy? You wouldn't want to fall out with this man, I can tell you. It is the one and only Mr. George Foreman. Mr. George Foreman. Number 7. It is the one and only Mr. George Michael. Minion Jesse must have had the pleasure of meeting Mr. George Foreman the way you said that. 2 points, remember, for the picture round. Now, this one, folks, did you get this one? The clue was the wand and the tie. It is George Weasley from Harry Potter. By Curious George. Oh my, oh my. Gordy, I am concerned about you. This later start that we've done, it doesn't seem to be going too well with you. You've obviously started drinking early. Liz is saying, am I sure it wasn't a photo of Fred? Would you like your name taken off the spin the wheel tonight? This is number 9, Mr. George Washington. And a number 10, double points. Who is this guy? Basically, he's like my twin. It is Mr. George Clooney. Isn't that right, Heron Doors?
Yes, if I take my glasses off.
Yes, if your sunglasses, you mean. Alrighty, folks. So that is the answers to round 2. Here are the answers to round 3. Remember, give yourself 1 point unless I tell you differently. Susan got all 10, including the Harry Potter, with no help from you. Well, that doesn't surprise me that there was no help from you. Congratulations, Susan. And don't forget to make sure you give yourself double points for the picture round. Liz the Legend is now starting to sweat because the Aberdeen crew could take it tonight with the winning score. Who was the youngest member of the Beatles, folks? The youngest member of the Beatles was the one and only Mr. George Harrison. Okay, for anyone that wasn't here earlier on when we done the bonus questions, I've still got another 2 bonus questions to ask, which I'll do in the second half, and I'll tell you more about them. Then your name will be added to the spin the wheel, and it'll give you an extra chance to try and win the Irish ? Mystery Prize. 2 mystery prizes on the go tonight. Liz the Legend is listening carefully because, yes, she can win a second time if she types quick enough. I'm going to change this question, Heron Doors. It's too easy. Number 2. What was the name of the world's first nuclear submarine? It was Nautilus. 1 point for that. Question number 3. Here we go. The thing you've all been waiting on. Are you ready, Heron Doors? Shirley Bassey has performed the title themes for 3 James Bond movies. 1 point for each correct answer. Heron Doors, let's hear you doing a little bit of Goldfinger.
Goldfinger!
Enough. Thank you very much. That is Goldfinger. Let's hear you doing a little bit of Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds are forever, forever, forever.
Okay, that's enough. And Moonraker. Okay, thank you very much, Heron Doors. It sounds a little bit like frickin' Goldfinger, but we'll let you get away with that. 1 point for each correct answer. Goldfinger, Diamonds Are Forever, and Moonraker. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Okay, Jesse Prevo, thank you for your kind donation to the virtual tip jar. What is the daily record of events on board a ship called? It is, of course, the log. Give yourself a point if you got that correct. Gordy wants a head start on Liz. Oh, man. Number 5. Number 5, in which sport do contestants compete for the Emperor's Cup? The correct answer is sumo wrestling. Sumo wrestling. Give yourself a point if you guessed that one correct. Our next one, number 6. True or false? The Peacemaker was a nickname given to the Colt 45. Well, where I come from and where Pat comes from in Belfast, we have another couple of types of guns that we like to call the Peacemakers, but we'll leave that in the past. The answer is, in fact, true. So give yourself a point if you guessed that the nickname for the Colt 45 is the Peacemaker. I'm glad you got that, Peter. Actually, when I was doing that, looking for a video for that, and I seen the Star Trek, you came to my mind. If the NATO alphabet is alpha, it stands for A. What word stands for W? It is, of course, whiskey. You reckon Gordy got that one? I don't. I think Gordy wrote down wanker. Number 8. In what country is Nihongo the national language? It is Japan. I really wanted it to be Scotland, but it would then be called Mac Nihongo. If it was Irish, it would be called O Nihongo. And if it was Dutch, it would actually be called Van Nihongo. And if you were from Belfast, it would be called Nihongo. Moving swiftly along, number 9. What is the substance inside popcorn that makes it pop? Now, some of you might think corn oil would be the answer, or oil in general, but that is in fact wrong. The correct answer is water. It is not gunpowder. And that's Jesse. And number 10, 5 points up for grabs for this dingbat. Remember, 5 points for the anagrams and 5 points for the dingbats. Climate hunch, feeling under the weather. You get a hunch, you have a feeling under the weather. Okay, folks, so that is our first half. Now, at every quiz, I ask you to send your photographs of your team or your family members playing the quiz show so we can share it with everybody next week or in a future show. Well, what can I tell you? We're going to take a very short break and come back with a second half. But before we do that, I'd like to thank Bob, the Baroness of Burnham, who is a regular quizzer. Did I tell you? She used to live in a place called Merredin. Her indoors. Do you know why Merredin's famous?
Why?
Well, because apparently it's actually the middle of England. And in the middle of England, Merredin, there is a pole. And before you ask, there isn't a seat on top of the pole, Jesse. And the next time I go to England, I'm going to stop in Merredin and I'm going to stand next to that pole and take a picture. But she's moved now to Burnham-on-Sea, and that behind her and Jodie's dad is the smallest pier in the world. Also a winner was Jodie's dad's secret agent. What can I tell you? Both of them won surprises, Irish question mark surprise prizes last week, and I hope you liked them, and thank you very much for the photos. Now, folks, the time that you've all been waiting for, it is time for me to take a little break. Ardo, get yourself in gear, ready for the little comedy session, or the little comedy session. Oh my God, our Finnish comedian who will be coming in straight after this next piece of entertainment. Folks, I made the shout out last week and said the first person that sent me a karaoke video, not only would I make them basically a Zoom star this week, but I would also give them one of the mystery prizes. Now, folks, who do you think this could be? Who do you think tonight's halftime entertainment could be?
10 minutes after the quiz.
Pat the Beard saying, why? Who could it be? Robert saying, only one. There is only one. Tonight's star on the Zoom screen. Turn it up, folks. Turn your volume up, because I'm not sure how loud this little video is going to be. I'll be back in about 4.5 minutes for the second half of the show. In the meanwhile, tonight's star on the Zoom screen and winning one of the Irish question mark mystery prizes, possibly, is Liz the Legend. Enjoy.
Here I go again, girls. What's my weakness, man? Okay, then chillin'. Minding my business. Just open, looked around, and I Well, I like 'em real wild, B-boy style, but I'm mild. Smooth black skin with a smile, bright as the sun. I wanna have some fun. Come on, give me some of that yum yum chocolate chip, honey dip. Gonna get a scoop, baby, take a ride in my coupe. You make me wanna shoot. Hey, you make me wanna shoot. I wanna shoot, baby. Well, let me bring you back to the subject. Pets on the set make you get hot, make you work up a sweat when you skip to my loo, my darling. Not falling in love, but I'm falling for your super sperm. When I get checked, fetching by the dollar, you are best under pressure. Go stand the other like Acacia. Get your lips wet, 'cause it's time to have a pet. On your mark, get set, go, let me shoot to the next man in a three-piece suit. I spend all my dough, bring me cutie, shoot shooby dooby, like Scooby Dooby Doo. I love you in your big jeans, you give me nice dreams, you make me wanna scream, ooh, ooh. I like what you do, when you do what you do, you make me wanna shoot. Oh my goodness, girl, look at him. He is the cutest brother in here. And he's coming this way. Ooh, that's done to be wanna kick with me, fool, but I'm weak as she hits skins whenever quickly. I hit the skins for the hell of it, just for the yell I get. For the smell of it. Then when my body's a hot rod, 12 inches to a yard, now you sound like a retard. Think one love hours, do what you wanna do. What you wanna do? What you wanna do? I wanna shoot. Oh, you make me wanna shoot. Hey, yeah, I wanna shoot, baby. You make me wanna shoot. Hey, yeah, I wanna shoot, baby.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, what can I tell you? Round of applause, Liz, the living legend. What? Hey, who is going to follow that? That is the question. So, folks, Liz, the legend, she could be an all-out winner tonight. I mean, she's on the spin the wheel, is number one. She's got a prize for doing the halftime entertainment karaoke entertainment. She could win the draw at the end of the show. I mean, what can I tell you? Unbelievable. By the way, folks, it is now time for our next bonus question. So I'd like you to get your fingers extremely ready. What did you say? Get your fingers on the what? Oh, can I? Okay, so it is bonus time for you to get your picture up on the Mystery Prize Winners Club, like these beautiful people in front of you. The next question, I need you to be very careful and to type the exact answer to the following question. The first person to type it in and that is correct, you will go on the spin the wheel for the end of the show for the mystery prize, which we're still hoping, fingers crossed, will work. Okay, so the question is for you to become winner number 3 to go on the spin the wheel at the end of the show is, are you ready? No, it's not 23, Jodie's dad. For Pat in Belfast, basically this is a bonus question. I need you to type in the answer to the following question into the chat. The question is, Minion Rachel is the next challenger for the karaoke. Oh yeah, no. The question is, what was the name of the song that I sang at the start of the show? What was the name of the song that I sang at the start of the show? Type in the title, and the first person that has the name of the song will go on the Gordy and Sue's The Town I Love So Well. Boom shakala. Well done, Susie. You go on to the spin the wheel. Gordy and Sue's up in Aberdeen. Frank said it. He thought it's not unusual. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Do. I mean, imagine if we had a karaoke system in our house or indoors. You and I could do a weekly song together. Thank God we don't. Okay, so make sure you type George into the chat if you are watching the show on twitch.tv/Irish question mark, and then you can also join in tonight's free draw at the end of the quiz. Okay, the virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much. Oh, good man, Gordy. Thank you very much for anyone that has sent a donation so far. You know that this is all I'm doing at the moment until the venue's open, and I greatly appreciate all your support. Let me see. Mary has just, the time lag is killing. She just wrote, "The town I love so well." The interweb must be extremely slow up in Brisbane. So, folks, if anyone would like to win a prize and be next week's halftime entertainment doing a little karaoke song, let me know. Do you see how easy it is? Liz the Legend stormed it. If you would like me to come and do a show for you, it is really easy. Just contact me directly via irishquestionmark@gmail.com. You know where to follow me on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, or twitch.tv. Just simply do a search for Irish question mark. So, folks, let's get started. The second half of the show, round 4, question number 1. What is the most popular indoor tourist attraction in London? What is the most popular indoor tourist, not terrorist, attraction in London? Question number 2. Have a look at this breed of dog. Developed in southern Africa, it is commonly called a Rhodesian what? Thank you very much, Pat the Beard, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Frank said it's called a Rhodesian dog. That's not the answer I was looking for. Number 3. What is the surname of the author of Patriot Games, the novel, and it was also made into a movie? What is the surname of the author of Patriot Games? Number 4. True or false? The title given to a sultan's wife is a sultana. The title given to a sultan's wife is a sultana. Ardo must have been doing some air frying during the halftime entertainment. You'll have jokes next day. Okay, no problem, Ardo. Absolutely wonderful. Greatly appreciate you doing this every week for us. Number 5. What is the Italian equivalent of the Tour de France? What is the Italian equivalent of the Tour de France? Gary Butt, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you. Is that Ipswich, Gary? Is that Gary that we thought was Peter in Dublin, but he's now in Ipswich? He used to drink in the Sherlock Holmes? Yeah, okay. Question Number 6. How should you greet a Russian president? Cautiously is correct. Well done, Herendors. I like the way you're thinking. So what is the official terminology for greeting a Russian president? Question number 7. Which animal is faster than a horse, can go longer without water than a camel, and can see backwards without moving its heads? Folks, I'm going to give you 5 points if you guess this correct. Thank you very much, Damar, 1980. That's Peter and Rachel for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you. So this question number 7. Which animal is faster than a horse, can go longer without water than a camel, and can see backwards without moving its head? I like that question. Radiant Raluca wants a clue. No, I'm sorry, I don't have a clue. Does it have wings or legs? What do you think? It just waddles around on its arse? Does it have wings or legs? Question number 8. Lots of points up for grabs this time, folks. How many countries border Switzerland? That's, if you get that correct number, you'll get 1 point. And also name the countries that border Switzerland, and you'll get a point for each correct answer. Space Dracula wants to know, does that animal have eyes? Yes, a pair of eyes. So question number 8, some points up for grabs. If you guess the correct number, you can get yourself 1 point. And 1 point for each correct answer in this question. Question number 8, how many countries border Switzerland? 1 point for each correct answer. Question number 9, which word links these 4? Glow, noon, thought, birth. Glow, noon, thought, birth. Thank you, Robert, for your donation to the tip jar. And question number 10. 5 points, folks. It's a dingbat question. Okay. 5 points up for grabs for this dingbat question. Solve this dingbat to reveal a song title from the late 1970s. It's a 4-word answer, and the answer is right in front of your face, folks. Radiant Raluca has just mentioned, do we remember planes? It's been a while. It's been a while, Raluca. Bob, thank you very much for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you. So, let's move swiftly along to round 5. Question number 1. I really like this question, folks, which probably means you won't. What is the longest man-made structure on Earth? Would you like a clue? And I'm not going to say it's not in Ireland. I'm actually going to give you a clue if you want one. So type in the chat if you'd like a clue. John the Man said yes. It's not someone's dong. No, it's not someone's dong, Ardo. The clue is, it is not the Great Wall of China.
And it's not clear.
And it's not the pier in Burnham-on-Sea. Good call, her indoors. Jay Harmsell, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Jodie's dad just typed in, it's not the pier in Burnham-on-Sea. Gordy wants to know, is it a row of potatoes in Ireland? Cheeky bugger. No, it's not a row of potatoes in Ireland. Not the lazy wall, the lesser wall. No. Okay, so it's not the Great Wall of China, folks. Question number 2. It's a Blues Brothers question. 5 points up for grabs because we told you need to watch the Blues Brothers, because for the next couple of weeks I'm going to throw a couple of bonus Blues Brother questions in. In the Blues Brothers movie, what separated the band from the patrons at Bob's Country Bunker? That's when they done the song Rollin', 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 keep those doggies rollin', right. So in the Blues Brothers, what separated the band from the patrons at good old Bob's Country Bunker? Question number 3. It's just suddenly came to me what the last bonus question is. It's just ding-bat, 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 ding-bat. Ding-bat. Okay, folks, so this is the dingbat question worth 5 points, the same as the anagram questions and the odd bonus question. So say what you see. Solve this dingbat. It's a 5-word, well-known term or phrase. 5-word, well-known term or phrase. Okay. Next question, question number 4. What is the name given to the study of gases in motion? What is the name given to the study of gases in motion? Your next question, question number 5. What landlocked country in Eastern Europe has this as its national flag? What landlocked country in Eastern Europe has this as its national flag? Your next question, question number 6, round 5. Who had a top 10 UK hit in 1998 with Chocolate Salty Balls? Question number 7. William the Conqueror had a nickname other than the Conqueror. What was it? William the Conqueror had a nickname other than the Conqueror. What was it? Gordy is asking about the chocolate salty balls. It's the character's name I want, not the original singer. Thanks for that clarification, Gordy. If I didn't know you so well, I thought you'd be trying to squeeze an extra point or two. Question number 8. That's question number 7 plus 1 if you don't understand my accent. What is the one-word motto of the company IBM? What is the one-word motto of the company IBM? Number 9. What is the capital of Pakistan? What is the capital of Pakistan? And number 10. It's Val doing her little anagram dance. New tits leak is an anagram of which English actress? New tits leak. So mix the letters up. This is worth 5 points. The anagrams and the dingbats throughout tonight's show are worth 5 points. Moving down to our last round tonight, folks. Question number 1. Yes, I'm brave enough to do another map question. But I looked this map question up. I didn't leave it to her indoors. What European country is this? What European country is this? Thank you very much, Radiant Verluca, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you. Question number 2. In which Hollywood movie did Matthew Broderick play a robotic policeman? In which Hollywood movie did Matthew Broderick play a robotic policeman? You okay, her indoors? You're very quiet tonight. That it, like? It's late. Question number 4. What word can come before holiday, relations, and school? What word can come before holiday, relations, and school? Question number 5. Jan the man. Our neighbours are going to love this late start. Which sportsmen or sports ladies are not allowed to have beards? It's in the rules. Which sportsmen are not allowed to have beards? I don't know whether her indoors is like trying to like show me an answer or she's taking some sort of a turn. What are, you know, when someone has a stroke, what are the things you got to watch out for? So, at number 5, which sportsman, which type of, which sport, they're not allowed to have beards? Have a think about it. Chin soccer players. What the hell is chin soccer players? Question number 6. We 6-pointer, folks. What were the 6 original tokens used in the game of Monopoly? A point for each. Her indoors, busily writing down the answers on the whiteboard. Chin soccer, more entertaining than cricket. I'm sure it is. It's just another manic Monday. Sorry, a little bit of music playing in the background brings me right back to Slane Castle, standing in the rain about 10 metres away from Susanna Hoffs, in basically the middle of a thunder and lightning storm. But it was worthwhile. The lead singer of the Bangles. I'm glad you asked that, Her Indoors. Okay. Question number 7. What is the most common shape to appear on flags? What is the most common shape to appear on flags? This is the last round. Should we throw the bonus question in now, Her Indoors? What do you think?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, right, folks. Pause. It is the bonus question. If you're not sure how this works, if you're watching on Facebook, you can't get involved. If you're watching on twitch.tv/Irish question mark, you can get involved. I'm going to ask a question. The answer to this question, I want you to type in the chat. The answer is not number 69. It is not number 23. Let me ask the question first. Get your fingers on the keyboards. Fingers on the type. You can't say to grown-up people, get your fingers on the type. Gordy has been told to refrain from using foul language. It's a family show. I wonder who put that warning in. It is not Harara. It is not karate. It is not Taurus. Listen carefully. There is only one more spot on the spin the wheel. Mike and Pat in Belfast, get ready to write down this answer in the chat. Okay, here we go. The question is, on the 21st of April, 5 years ago, we lost an iconic pop and rock star. What was his name? First answer in the chat goes on the spin the wheel. Liz the Legend! My God! Boom shakala! Minion Rachel was just in behind. Pat the Beard. David Bowie. Frank Prince. Yes, you're correct. So Liz the Legend, folks. She's twice on the wheel. What can I tell you? She could be winning all prizes tonight. It's a good job I haven't decided what prize I'm giving her for the karaoke yet. Gordy, Elvis. No, you're maybe up in Aberdeen. All right, folks. Question number 8. Moving back into the quiz. So who are our 4 winners for the Spin the Wheel, Her Indoors? John the Man, Liz the Legend, Gordy and Susan, and Liz the Legend. Moving swiftly back to question number 8. The French town of Grasse is famous for which commodity? Question number 9. What is the name of the Israeli national airline? She can't say that, Her Indoors. What is the name of the Israeli national airline? And our last question of tonight's quiz, don't go anywhere, we've got a couple of games to play, is a dingbat question, and I'm wondering, is Pete in Dublin still awake? I mean, he has... No, he was in earlier on. He hasn't mentioned a single dingbat. I'm wondering how well he's doing. 5 points, folks. Dingbat time. Dingbat. Dingbat. Alrighty, dingbat. This is our final question in the second half of our quiz show tonight. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known 6-word term or phrase. There we go. Yeah. You see, I was going to leave it, spot the mistake in the quiz and get your name added to the wheel, but I just thought, no. Not the first week. Not the first week. Too many mistakes. Someone twisting in his grave. Another question. No. Not. Let's do it. Okay, right, folks. So, back shortly for the second half answer. Should we now attempt to do the spin the wheel, Herndors? Oh, Jesus. I'm looking forward to this like a hole in the head. Okay, so... This is the Mugs Gallery. You have a chance of winning some of the prizes, folks. Like everyone else that won the Irish question mark mugs, the people that won the limited edition mask winners, a jolly bunch and a jolly nice bunch of people. And now our new mystery prize that basically only people that receive the prize actually know what the new prize is. So, we have 4 winners that have their names getting ready for the spin the wheel. So now, for the first time, folks, I'm going to attempt to do spin the wheel. Okay. First of all, I'm extremely happy because it's actually appeared. Okay. So here we go. On the spin the wheel, you see winner 1, winner 2, winner 3, winner 4. Winner number 1 tonight. The name is the Dutch referee, Jan de Man, our FIFA referee. Winner number 2 tonight is Liz the Legend. Winner number 3, Gordy and Suze in Aberdeen. And winner number 4, Liz the Legend. Okay, folks. Let's see if this works. Oh. It's spin the wheel time. Winner number 2 has won the mystery prize, and winner number 2 is Liz the Legend. Congratulations! Well done, Liz the Legend. Your photograph will be up on our mystery prize winners next week. So what did you think of that little game? I hope you enjoyed it, folks. I'm going to twist the spin the wheel next week and do something different. Someone's getting a door visit tomorrow. Yeah, I bet you. Okay.
Away for the weekend.
Her indoors is saying we're away for the weekend. Okay, folks, make sure you type George into the chat, and you get a chance to win tonight's mystery prize in the open raffle at the end of the show. So let me see. And I'm looking, okay, let's worry about that when we come to it. Okay, here we go. Let's, the virtual tip jar is open. Anyone that has sent in a donation, thank you very much indeed. If you enjoyed tonight's show, you send a little donation in, that would be lovely. And if you're doing it via PayPal, can you please just mark me as like a friends and family? And then that means that PayPal don't take a slice. The links are in the chat. Okie dokie. Let's give you some questions and answers. to the first 3 rounds. If you'd like to see some of our previous shows, you know how to do it. It's really easy. Do a search for Irish Question Mark on the YouTube channel, and you can watch some previous shows. Round 4, here are your questions and answers to the second half of the show. Question number 1. What is the most popular indoor tourist attraction in London? For 1 point, the correct answer is Madame Tussauds. Question number 2. The breed of dog developed in southern Africa, commonly known as Rhodesian Ridgeback. Number 3. What is the surname of the author of Patriot Games? The correct answer is Clancy, as in Tom Clancy. Give yourself a point if you guessed that one right. Number 4. True or false? The title given to a sultan's wife is Sultana. True. Question number 5. Jan de Man, the Italian equivalent to the Tour de France is the Giro d'Italia. Number 6. Remember, 1 point for each correct answer unless I tell you differently. How should you greet a Russian president? You should greet him Mr. Chairman. Number 7. Which animal is faster than a horse, can go longer without water than a camel, and can see backwards without moving its head? The correct answer is a giraffe. Question number 8. How many countries border Switzerland? 1 point for the correct answer of 5, and 1 bonus point per each correct answer. Italy, France, Germany, Austria, and Liechtenstein. So, possible 6 points up for grabs in question number 8 in this round. Number 9. Which word links these 4? Glow, noon, thought, and birth. The correct answer for 1 point is after. And question number 10. Solve this dingbat to reveal a song title from the late 1970s. 4-word answer, and the answer is Message in a Bottle, because the word note is in the middle of the word magnum, as a magnum champagne. Round 5. Here are your answers. Question number 1. What is the longest man-made structure on Earth? Clue was it was not the Great Wall of China. My question is, did Mary in Australia get this one? It is the Dingo Barrier Fence in Australia. The longest man-made structure on Earth is Mark's belt. I'll frickin' use my belt the next time I get my hands on you. Oh, God almighty. Question number 2. Mary got that one. Well done, folks. Mary from Brisbane is still awake and playing with us and getting ready to go out and do some morning exercise. Absolutely fantastic. You'll have to make this a weekly thing, Mary. Number 2. What separated the band from the patrons at good old Bob's Country Bunker. It was, and if you haven't seen this movie, folks, you got to see it. Chicken Wire. Give yourself 5 points if you guessed Chicken Wire. Question number 3. This dingbat, solve the dingbat for a 5-word well-known term or phrase. The correct answer is, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. I do believe that Mary got up at 4:45 to do the quiz today. It was nice. We were chatting during the week. We used to go to the same school together. 6:43 a.m. Number 4. What is the name given to the study of gases in motion? The correct answer is aerodynamics. Number 5. What landlocked country in Eastern Europe has this as its national flag? The correct answer is Belarus. Number 6. Who had a top 10 UK hit in 1998 with Suck on my chocolate salty balls? Wrong voice. Suck on my chocolate salty balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them. It was Chef from South Park. Belarus, apparently, according to Minion Jesse, who basically knows nearly everything, or claims to, he reckons Belarus is quite weird. Their national anthem is, in fact, a giraffe. Space Dracula wants the GIF explained. Is it the one with them dancing with the masks on? It's basically like COVID keep fit in China. Number 7. William the Conqueror had a nickname other than the Conqueror. What was it? 1 point if you guessed. William the Conqueror was also known as William the Bastard. Question number 8. What is the one-word motto of IBM? It is think. Gordy should know that. Oh, Gordy's known as that. A Belarusian fridge or a giraffe. One of the two, obviously. Pull your neck in. Number 9. What is the capital of Pakistan? Well, folks, when you have a look at this, this is what you think Pakistan should look like. Whereas in reality, this is what it usually looks like. It is Islamabad. Susie, 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 it's a family show. And question number 10. Folks, how could we not do the show without Frank doing his little anagram dance? By the way, happy birthday, Frank. Great for you to join us tonight. You and your better half, Val, doing 2 appearances tonight. She's nearly as popular as Liz the Legend. By the way, thank you very much, Liz the Legend, from the bottom of my heart for the karaoke special, for the halftime entertainment. Obviously, if I don't get anybody else taking up the challenge for the halftime entertainment, I will be messaging you on Wednesday and asking you, what is your next track for next week? Talking about next week's tracks, please send me some emails, irish_@gmail.com, with any suggestions if you want me to give a song a go. I mean, I can only give it a go. Kate Winslet was the correct answer for New Tits League. 5 points for that correct answer. Good old Frank. Happy birthday! Round 6. Here are your answers. What European country is this? Well, Liz, you nearly gave it away. It is, of course, Turkey. Oh, Gordy. Question number 2. Which 2 months does the sign of the zodiac Scorpio cover? The correct answer is October and November. Give yourself 2 points if you guessed that correct. Number 3. In which Hollywood movie did Matthew Broderick play a robotic policeman? The correct answer was Inspector Gadget. Number 4. What word can come before holiday, relations, and school? The correct answer is public, as opposed to pubic, which is something totally different. Question number 5. Which sportsmen are not allowed to have beards? The correct answer is jockeys. Well, I was originally, if I'm going to be very honest with you, I was originally going to ask 2 bonus questions and say that if you spotted an obvious mistake in the shows, they were going to be the 2 other names in the spin the wheel. But I thought, let's just do it, make it easier for the first time. So it's the way that Liz the Legend has spotted that I didn't include one of the questions, but I gave the answers. It means that she's really paying attention. Liz wants her name to go on next week's wheel. No, it doesn't work that way. Baroness of Burnham said, we thought boxing. No, it's not in the rules for beards in boxing, but it is in the rules in jockeys. Talking about beards, thanks very much, Pat the Beard. In what? Boxing. Heron Doors just checked. Beards are allowed in boxing. Thank you, Heron Doors. That was rather efficient of you.
Well, it's the fighter's jawline must be
the fighter's jawline has to be visible. Thank you very much. Gordy thought that they missed the question because they were drunk. No, but you can always blame that. Anyway, 1 point for each correct answer. Flat iron, car, top hat, ship, boot, and dog. I don't know where my voice went to there. A flat iron, a car, top hat, a ship, a boot, and a dog. I always used to pick one particular one when I was playing Monopoly.
Which one?
What one do you think?
The dog.
You got it. I always was the fucking dog in our house when we played Monopoly. Okay, number 7. What is the most common shape to appear on flags? The correct answer is stars. Question number 8. The French town of Grasse is famous for which commodity? Now, I know this because I went there as a kid. It's down by Fréjus in the south of France, and it is famous for its perfume factories. Smells beautiful. Question number 9. What is the name of the Israeli national airline? The correct answer is El Al. Give yourself a point for that one. Question number 10. It's a dingbat question. This is worth 5 points. This is our last question for tonight's quiz. The correct answer is to be or not to be. If it was any easier, even Pete in Dublin would get it right. Dutch referee Jan the Man. Most flags have rectangles. I'll give you a point for that as well. Why, thank you very much, Jan the Man. David got the one correct about the stars, so it has to be right. It was the replacement if you lost one. Thanks very much for checking that, Heron Doors. Okay, the virtual tip jar is open, folks. Thank you very much for your kind donations so far. That is basically the end of our show, except we have one more draw to do. If it works. Heron Doors, have you got the hat ready just in case it doesn't work?
No.
That's the wrong answer because no one can see you. We'll try that again. So, folks, we're now going to finish off the show with our draw. But if we have any technical problems, what can I tell you? Heron Doors, have you got the hat ready?
No, I just told you that.
Freaking hell, unbelievable. Space Dracula said, what about the jokes? Well, Arto typed earlier on that he had a few issues during the week and he couldn't work on any material. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what he said. Gordy said, poor second half, the drink kicked in. Well, that's what happens when you start an hour early. Yes, folks, put your scores into the chat. Thank you very much for anyone that has sent a donation to the virtual tip jar. Follow me and type George in the chat and you will be able to enter the draw. So I think I should do the draw. Heron Doors, what do you reckon?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Your picture could be joined up in a page like these fabulous people, the winners of our cups, or these lovely bunch of folks that won the limited edition mask winners. Space Dracula said, what do you call a bear with no teeth? These are more pictures of our exclusive mask winners. The draw will be for the mystery prize winner. Prize, and I am getting ready to draw it. Radiant Reluca or David, what do you call a bear with no teeth? Anything you want, because it won't bite you. That's my guess. Gummy bear. Let's leave the jokes to Ardo or FNC. Okay, folks. Will you be next to win the mystery prize? Good luck in the draw, and Ardo, boom, shakala, he was in there straight away with Gummy Bear. Space Dracula, what do you call a witch who lives on the beach? Sandwich, boom, Jesse's in there. Pat in Belfast, 66 points, congratulations, well done, I hope you enjoyed it. We are here every week. I hope you typed George into the chat. It is now time to hopefully do the automatic draw if I can find it. There you go. I found it. Don't calm down. Okay, here we go. Time to pick the winner. Give us a little drum roll there. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Liz the Legend. Unbelievable! So that lets you know, folks, that it is totally and utterly random. So, Liz the Legend, a hat trick. So what we're going to have to do is, Liz the Legend will get 2 mystery prizes, one for her and one for her hubby, and I'm going to organise something else as a special prize for the video that she done at halftime. My God of Almighty. She is, where I come from, we would say Liz the Legend tonight has been as lucky as a girl with no knickers on. Or is that just a Northern Ireland saying? Anyway, folks, what an evening. Thank you very much indeed. Please, please invite your friends and family to come along and play with us anytime. Remember, we are now starting a little bit later to give our friends in the UK, including Uncle Tony, who has a mystery prize in the post on the way, Uncle Tony, in case you think I forgot. Gives him time to get in from work, get a bit of a bite to eat. Next Friday, we'll start the show again, 8:45 local time here in the Netherlands, 7:45 in British summertime. And I will be starting the show next week with another little song for you. Any ideas for what song or photographs of you playing tonight's quiz, please email me via irishquestionmark@gmail.com. Thank you very much, folks. On behalf of myself, her indoors, happy birthday, Frank. Happy birthday, Junior. Stay the Frank at home. You know that's the way we always finish our show. Raluca, I hope you haven't stopped. Get up, do a little dance, and Pat in Belfast. I bet you never heard a song like this before. Stay the Frank at home.
The whole world's caught a virus. You're not in this alone, but you can help to cure it. Just stay the fuck at home.
We're all stuck here in quarantine. It's like the Twilight Zone. To save the world, you only have to stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Just stay the fuck at home.
If you're locked down with your hubby or going in alone, sisters need to teach their men, stay the fuck at home.
Whether you've got 12 kids or you're living on your own, shut it down and isolate. Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Watch Netflix in your underwear.
Just stay the fuck at home.
But I need the gym and I need the beach. We hear you bitch and moan. You need to grow a brain cell and stay the fuck at home. But I feel fine, I don't feel sick. I'll go out on my own. I think of you, you selfish prick. Just stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and do fuck all.
Just stay the fuck at home.
If you think you're not at risk, you're living in a dome. Spreads faster than a hooker's leg, so stay the fuck at home.
To the doctors and the truckies, those who put food on our plate, you keep the whole place running so we can isolate.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
You can be a hero too.
Stay the fuck at home.
The only way to slow it down is isolate, not roam. Help the world get back on track and stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and drink VV, get shit-faced on your own. We don't care what you're doing there, just stay the fuck at home.
If you need to contact family, use Facebook, Skype or phone. Yeah, we've got the fucking internet, so stay the fuck at home.
From LA through to Berlin, from Wuhan through to Rome, there's people dying every day. Please stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home.
Thank you very much, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm glad we had a bit of a laugh tonight. Absolutely wonderful. See you all next Friday. And Liz, I'm sure I'll see you very soon. Take care. Thank you very much to everybody who's joined in. Thanks for anybody that stayed and watched it on Facebook. And thanks, Christopher and Armagh. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you all next week.